Much of calories. Let's just total it, okay? Let's do a total. Who is good in math? If you are good in math, you can add it up.
285.
And how much of sugar? Fat?
Not if it's 0, not
Non-fat. It's 2, okay? Let's do one more exercise. Who else? C did really good, right? C had, yes?
I ate at IHOP.
Oh my gosh, IHOP.
Why did you say that out loud?
And I had 2 scrambled eggs, 2 pieces of bacon, hash brown, and 2 crepes with lingonberry sauce.
Joyce, you have to repeat that again.
Okay. 2 scrambled eggs,
Uh-huh.
2 bacon, 1 hash browns, probably was a half a cup.
What's more than that?
You think?
Yeah, that's the same thing.
Did I write everything?
And 2 crepes, yes, with lingonberry sauce.
What sauce?
Lingonberry sauce, yes.
How do you spell that?
Lingon.
Okay, let's do that. You're watching our fat and calories. Okay, let's look at your book. Tell me how much of 2 scrambled eggs. 2 scrambled eggs. How much of calories?
I don't see them on there.
Anyone can find scrambled eggs?
Well, wouldn't they be in the front where eggs are? Wouldn't we have?
Yep. Yep. Look at the egg section.
If the eggs are fixed without fat, 2 scrambled eggs is 11 grams of fat and 180 calories.
Oh, you
Yeah, trust me, IHOP is not fixing it without fat. You can bet on that. You can bet on that.
According to this, oh no, that's normal. Oh, the nuts break up from there.
Page 91. Page 91, scrambled eggs.
2 large eggs with a tablespoon of milk and 2 teaspoons of fat. It's 260 calories. And you know they use at least 2 teaspoons of fat in it.
Right.
That's why it tastes good.
Yes, of course. Anyone can tell me how much calories for scrambled eggs? 260. 260?
Oh, they give you
260. How about bacon? 2 bacons. Anyone can find it? Yes. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Let's get the fat. Scrambled eggs. Fat. 20 grams of fat. Best 260. Okay. Our scrambled eggs, 260 calories, 20 grams of fat. Let's move on. Bacon, 2 bacons. What is the amount of fat and calories? Let's start with fat.
pan fried, 1 slice is 40 calories and 3 grams of fat.
86.
Hash brown. If you find the page number, tell that to others so they can also look up hash brown. Anyone found hash brown? Page 92. Look at page 92 for hash brown. Okay? And what's the fat? It's 1 hash brown. So Joyce, 1 hash brown, if we have to look at in cups, what size? About this or bigger?
I think it's biggish.
Bigger, so about half a cup.
Page 92.
This is 1 cup. Half a cup.
125 calories.
125 calories.
6.5 fat.
6.5. Okay. 6.5. Grapes.
Oh, okay, I got it.
Now in the back of your book, there are sections, if you look at red color, those are the fast food. So that's where maybe you can find your grapes.
Yes,
Okay?
page 206.
Page 206.
Swedish crepes, 650 calories.
For 1 or 2?
Yes, but this is IHOP's listing in the back.
Okay.
So no one served them 2 at a time, I think. Yes. They were small. 34 grams of fat.
And how about the sauce?
Well, I think that that's probably their listing.
It's included. Okay. So because we are using IHOP,
Right.
we are looking at their listings. So we will just assume that this one comes with this. Okay? Alrighty. Was good in math? Let's start with the fat.
Yeah.
66.5 grams of fat. How much of calories?
1,055.
Okay. Joyce, did you have lunch?
I don't remember.
That's fine.
I like that.
That's fine. So, you can see that if you have a heavy breakfast, which this one seems like, you are really adding a lot of fat and calories to your diet, okay? So watch out for that. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Jay.
What do you suggest to keep your fat content under?
Less
What
fat.
do you suggest to keep your fat
Like the grams of fat per day.
We will talk about that in a few seconds.
Okay.
That's over 25, don't eat it.
What?
Rule of the thumb,
Go with the top.
over 25, don't eat it.
Over 25, don't eat it.
Grams of fat.
Okay? Well, if you can stick to that, that's great. Okay? We will talk about fat, grams, and calories per person. It will vary depending on your activity level, what you do.
I didn't hear what he said.
He said over 25 grams, don't eat it,
Oh, grams.
of fat.
Oh, per serving?
Every day. His goal is 25 per day. Your goal would be different, okay? So let's review some of the things we have already talked about. And I will show you some of the things we can do to keep track of calories, okay? Many things you can do when you are doing cooking at home. I don't use this measuring, but some people do. If you have one, this is great. You can measure how much in terms of what you're doing. I'm going to show you just, okay? let's say something calls for flour, okay? This is not flour, this is sugar. So you measure like this, okay? This, you see, is a little, what you should do is shave it off. So this is a 1/4 cup. This is how you should be saving everything up, okay? So let's say something calls for a teaspoon or tablespoon. Don't do this, okay? What you need to do is save this up, okay? This is how you should be doing, okay? I'm not saying you have to have this, but when you want to, let's say an ingredient is calling for a cup of sugar or a cup of flour, you can measure this, you can zero it out. And here it has, you can just turn it around, set it to 0, and always look at eye level. Because if I'm looking down at this, it may look like it's not enough, but when I bring it up, I can see, oh yeah, this is exactly at this level, okay? So if it is below, it may look like it is below the level, whatever the mark is, whether it's you're measuring water, milk, oil, whatever it is, it's always better to look at the eye level, okay? I'm going to do another activity. I have sugar. I want you to guess A, B, C, D. One is a soda, other one is an energy drink, third one is sweet tea, and the fourth one is fruit juice. I want you to come, take a look at it if you want, and tell me which of the four, which one you match, okay? So I want you to tell me what is A, what is B, what is C, what is D.
What are we matching?
You're matching, you're writing down, you're guessing which of the four is a fruit juice, a sweet tea, an energy drink, and a cola or a soda.
You mean the amount of sugar in those?
Yes.
Okay.
C is T.
I think that for sure. Soda, sweet tea, right. That's what I use that.
All right. By the way, feel free to come and have a water or eat anything. All right. So what is A?
Soda.
Soda.
A soda. Okay. What is B?
Energy drink?
Energy drink.
B is energy drink. And C?
Fruit juice.
Fruit juice. And D?
Yes. Tea.
Okay. All right, how many tablespoons of sugar do you think you have there in soda?
10.
Who said 6? Yes, 6 spoons of sugar, and it has, see, so if you drink a soda, it has approximately 140 calories, 0 fat, okay? How much of fat? 0. But it has a lot of calories, it has a lot of sugar, okay? So this is soda, very good. B, who said? Energy drink, okay? How many of you knew that energy drink has sugar? It has a lot of caffeine, right? Energy drink there, but they also add some of sugar, okay? How about C? Actually, it's the same, no, I'm sorry. It has, who said this is sweet tea? This is sweet tea, not fruit juice, okay? This is, sweet tea has 4 tablespoons of sugar, okay? So when you are going and ordering sweet tea, you say, how much of fat do you have? 0 fat, very good. But 4 tablespoons. And D, of course, you know it is fruit juice. And this is the orange juice, no pulp. It has 2 tablespoons. So,
Right to begin with.
right?
Does it matter what kind of fruit juice it is? Don't some of them have more?
Some of them have more. What I used was the orange juice, no pulp. Okay? Now some of the juices, make sure you watch the percent of juice. Okay? Some of them will say 20% juice, 10% juice. Don't use those. Okay? Use 100% juice. Try to use with no sugar added. Okay? So that's always better. Okay, let's move forward. Yes, question.
Does it make a difference if you eat sucrose or fructose?
The body will break it down to glucose. Whether it's sucrose or fructose doesn't matter. Okay? It will all be broken down to glucose. The body can only use glucose. Okay? But that's a good question. All right, page number 6. Let's look at how to read a food label. So let's assume whatever you are eating, 21 pieces of that. How many calories are you getting if you take eat 21 pieces of this whatever?
150.
150. How about you use 42 pieces? How many?
300.
You double it, so it's 300. What if you use 10 pieces? It's approximately 75, okay? So that's good, all right? So tips for measuring your accurate reading I showed you. You can use a scale. You can use a measuring spoon, measuring cup. We have provided you with that. I hope you use it, okay? Sometimes the eyes plays trick, and that's where I use it at eye level, okay? All right, let's look at page number 8. Someone just asked me how many grams of fat should we eat? Okay, it depends on your calorie intake, and the goal varies from 1200 to 2000. Some people may be consuming more than 2000. You don't have to start with 1200. Here is just a recommendation, okay, depending on your body weight. So if you are taking a 2000 calorie goal, if your goal is 2000 calories, your fat grams should be 55. If your goal is 1500, your fat gram should be 42. So when you're writing what you are eating for this coming week and you are calculating, you're writing down the fat and the total calories, that's what you need to be more mindful. How do you reach that level, okay? I'm not saying you cannot go lower. I'm not saying you should meet this week. What I'm saying is this is a good recommendation to start with, okay? All right, let's talk about 3 ways to cut down our fats and calories. So let's say you are eating French fries, okay? What are the alternatives to cut down fat from French fries?
Bake them.
Bake them, yes. Okay, how about potato chips?
Bake. Bake.
Baked? Yeah. Now, the potato chips, the baked version is better than the fried version, right? So, or if you're eating a bag, maybe cut down to half a bag. Maybe cut down to a cup, okay? Something like that. If you go to the grocery store and you are picking up milk, what would be a good option?
2%.
2%, okay? Now people who use whole milk, they cannot really switch to skim milk overnight. It just tastes like water to them. So a good way is to cut down from full to 2%, then go to 1%, and then go to skim milk. Now there are many alternative milks now being available, almond milk, soy milk. They're all good, okay? I've tried them, okay?
What about
drink
like
milk.
ultra skim or whatever? Is it really better for you?
Skim is skim. I don't know about the ultra skim. I have always.
Because they say it's supposed to be thicker.
Thicker? Okay.
I've never had it.
Skim's disgusting.
See, I like skim milk.
Okay. So bring me the label for next time, so I will look at the ultra skim since I have not used it.
I don't drink it.
Okay. All right. You had
I
a.
like skim,
Do
but
they
I
still
know people
make
say try it.
stuff with less stuff?
Do they make it? I think it's
Is
been
that
phased.
the really big molecule that you're buying from us?
Right. I think they're phasing that out. I have to read up on it. I know it was big before and they are phasing it out because they found people having stomach issues and other things. So I'm not sure of that. Okay? All right. So page number 10. Ways to ignore fat, calorie. So I talked about potato chips. Instead of potato chips, maybe you can use pretzels. If you're using, margarine or butter, maybe you can go to light margarine, light butter, okay? If you're using roast beef, untrimmed, maybe you can trim the fat out. If you're using sour cream in baked potatoes, a lot of people use that. Use salsa instead, okay? Chicken breast. What? Yeah, they make fat free too. You can use that. Okay.
You can also use Greek yogurt, plain.
Yeah, Greek
Very
yogurt,
much
but
like
try to pick the low fat or the no fat kind, okay? All right. So there is one more thing. And since we are out of time, I'm going to go to the last page, which is page 12. What you are going to do, you want to track your weight. If you have a weighing machine at home, do that. If not worry about it. We will track you here. Okay? We will weigh you here. Make sure you write down what you eat and what you drink. Remember to drink more water. We promote that. Water is good. Drink more water, okay? Use the
Do we have
fat.
to keep track of water?
Pardon me?
Do we have to keep track of how much?
No,
water?
no. I just am encouraging you to drink water, okay? keep a running total of your fat gram and total and calorie, and once you have written on the each page, just transfer it to the back, okay? Take it to the back. And make a plan to eat less fat. Write down those 5 foods that you wrote that has high fat and try to find alternative ways to cut it down, okay? And we are going to talk about it next session, okay? Alrighty, yes,
I had a question.
Dorita,
This is getting very close to my bedtime,
okay,
because I also have to travel
okay,
for Southern Vermont.
okay,
A lot of us were already here.
okay.
Could we move it up a half an hour?
No. Some of us work till 5 o'clock.
Some of us work till 5:30.
Well, could we have the meeting with the understanding that we would come in and could you make it at 6 and then have a weigh in for 6 at 6 when it was over at 7 for those who couldn't weigh in before?
I'm open to it. Anything that works for all of you is okay with me. Now, how many of you work till 5:30? So can you be here by 6?
Not in Hampton.
Preston County, no, that's
No.
impossible.
No, that's not. Okay. Sorry. Okay.
It's worth trying. Just
Yeah, it's worth a try.
We would love to, believe me.
Alrighty, that's all for today. Thank you so much. And don't forget